Hi guys, today I am going to show you how to clip your sugar glider snails. Right now I've got two of my probably more patient gliders. Right now I've got Xander and I've got Rovina. They're currently in this pouch. What you'll see is I've already prepped my space, so I already have treats on hand. I have some slanted nail clippers. You can use regular nail clippers. You can also use a nail file. And then I also have an extra pouch and an extra piece of fleece as just in case I need to kind of deal with a glider that is not very excited about having their nails clipped. So I'm gonna go ahead. You can see these guys in here. Hi, babies. Let's take Xander out first. Come here, Xander. Xander is my boy who had to undergo surgery earlier this year, and he has, you'll see, he's got a shortened tail because he had to have a tail amputation and then a tail amputation revision after he messed with that tail. So you can see he's got a short, stubby little tail there. So we'll kind of go ahead and tuck this. I'll show you. Here's Xander. Say hi, Xander. Can you say hi? Say hi. Yeah, I know you wanna hide. So I'm gonna see if I can show you the best I can here. On the front feet, you can see that there are 5 fingers. Well, there's, excuse me, 4 fingers and a thumb. And if I can get him to cooperate, you can actually see that they're kind of long right now. So you can, right there, you can see they've got longer tips. Now, on the back foot is slightly different. Oh, thank you for using the bathroom all over me, buddy. On the back foot is slightly different. So you're gonna see, come here, bud. I'm gonna have to use the fleece just to hold you for a second, huh? He wants to stick to me here. Let's kind of wrap him in fleece here for a second. If you look at the back foot here, let's give you a treat. Let's get you distracted for a second. Take that, let me see your back foot. Let me see that back foot. Yeah. He's not a fan of being on his back, and he's got his other appendage out here. You can see that there is a thumb, but the thumb does not have a nail. You can also see the 2 webbed toes together. You leave those 2 webbed toes alone. You never have to clip those. Those act as a comb. So the only 2 we're going to clip are these 2 back ones right here. This one and this one, the furthest out. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of set him down so that he has a little easier time. It's a little less stressful. And I'm going to go ahead and hand them some yogis. These colored ones are from Tiny Tales Wonderland. While he has a treat in his mouth, he can't bite me. So we're going to kind of take advantage of that and get these front feet. And all I'm doing is, if you look, I'm holding him at an angle, and I'm just getting the very, very tip of, you see Rovina's coming out trying to take his treat. I'm just getting the very tips of the toenail. I don't want to go too far, because if you go too far, you can sometimes run into what is called the quick of the nail, which is that blood supply, and we don't want to do that. If you do it, it happens sometimes. Even the most skilled people with nail trims sometimes will hit that. You can use a little bit of cornstarch to kind of act as a styptic to stop that bleeding. You really don't want them bleeding all over the place. So that's a good, healthy solution for them. So you can see he's pretty easygoing with his nails, except he wants to go back in now. So he's all done. It just took a few seconds. Usually with the more amenable ones, you can get through them pretty quickly. Hi, Rovina. Do you want to come out for a second, baby? Come here. And I know you need your nails clipped too, princess. Come here. Come here. She didn't want to come out of the pouch. She's like, no, don't make me. So let's get you a treat. Hey, right here. You're going to make me... Okay, so with her, she doesn't want to stay out of the pouch. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of boot her out of that pouch. And I'm going to fold the pouch up a little bit so that she can't get back in it. She's coordinating at the same time as my toddler to try and cause havoc. Okay, here you go, baby. So now that she is busy, I'm gonna again come over just these two side toes right here and just clip. Now with clipping toenails, if you have cornstarch on hand, great. Nail clippers as well as some cornstarch are included in our exotic medical supply sugar glider and basic kits as well. So if you have one of those kits, it is included. She's got her hand on the yogi, so I'm going to kind of let her put it in her mouth and switch hands here. And again, we're just going for the very, very tips. If you don't know, like if you haven't seen it before, it almost looks like you're not taking much off at all. And while I've got her out, I'm going to just take a quick look at her, make sure she's looking good and looking healthy. Just want to see her underside real quick. Come here. I know, baby. Let's just take a look. Let me take a look at you. Yep, she's looking good. She's got some, she had some bald spots that are filling in now, so you can see kind of, they're a little bit more full, but she did have some bald spots at one point. She was by herself for a short little bit before she was introduced to Xander here. So yeah, that is your easier gliders. Now I will show you how to handle some of the ones that are not as patient with nail trims. Okay, so here is, I've got Bellatrix in here, and she lives up to her name. She is one of my gliders who is not a fan of nail trims. She never has been. I don't think she ever will be. So here she is right here. Hi, baby. So we're gonna go ahead, she already knows something's up. So I'm gonna go ahead and give her a treat. So with my troublesome gliders, I try and get them kind of at ease ahead of time. So I'm gonna put a treat in there, and I'm just gonna kind of close this pouch for a second. You can see she's actually pushing up against my hand. She's like, I want out. So she's found her treat. She's actually, I can tell she's really not gonna make this easy. So this actually works out really well for this video. For your gliders that don't make it easy, I highly recommend getting a kind of an oversized bag. That way you can keep your hands further away from their mouths, and you can kind of safely, in a sense, pin them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, she's right here. Her head's up here and her tail's down here. So I'm just gonna kind of gently hold on to her, and I'm just gonna reach into the pouch and kind of tuck the bag behind me. Okay, so now her foot is hanging out, but the rest of her is inside the bag. She's not being smothered by the bag. She's gonna kind of maneuver around because she doesn't want to get her nails clipped, so she's going to struggle just to try and get away. So there's the first set. So that's the back two, so one of the easier ones. Again, we're going to kind of gently pin her so that she keeps her mouth away from my fingers. And this takes a lot of patience and a lot of moving around to kind of work with them. She used to attack when I would get her nails ready to be trimmed. Now, while she is not happy about it, she doesn't immediately attack. So, she is one of my skittish gliders. She's always been a little bit on the fearful side. She'll sit and hang out and she'll cuddle, but she is not the super cuddly glider. So let's try this again. So I've kind of, this isn't what I would normally do. Let's see if I can get her now that she's turned. Her nails are a little long, so she keeps getting caught up on the pouch. So, okay, so I've got her hand out. I can feel her breathing just fine. And here I am, I'm gonna try and just quickly come through and get that front foot. So we've got one side done. Now I've got to kind of turn her around, and we're going to do the same thing with the other. I've got her, again, her head's up here. I've got her pinned so that she can't put her mouth around my hands. And I'm just gonna pull that pouch all the way around her limb here. And then I'm just gonna move quickly. If you look, you can see like her arm is just, that's the only thing poking out. So now we just need to get that back foot on the other side. And I know this may look like it's easy for me. It's actually not. This does take a lot of patience, a lot of moving with them. So don't get frustrated with yourself. Just keep repositioning. Keep trying to get them into a comfortable position. Hi, baby. You can see she's just wants up, so I'm gonna, whoop, don't go anywhere here. If you wanna go somewhere, go back in the pouch. Yeah, if you wanna go somewhere, you can go right back in that pouch. She's like, no, I must run free. So there is Bella. There are other ways you can do it. Certainly, I know some people use the mesh pouches. Say hi, Bella. Some people use the mesh pouches. I've never had real success with that personally, so I tend to do this way. If you want to use other treats, you can by all means use other treats. If you can find especially treats that are a little bit longer, or their favorite treats, even mealworms, things that are really going to catch their attention. Definitely treats are your friends in these situations, as well as a good size pouch. Again, exotic medical supply kits already come with a pair of nail clippers, 2 nail files, and some cornstarch as well right now. So if you have one of those kits already, you've already got the supplies for this for the most part, aside for the pouch. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and watch for more videos. Thank you.